So guys, there have been a lot of reactions after this headline started circulating on the social media. Like you can see here that almost 700 persons were killed and 2.2 million Nigerians were abducted in 1 year. I mean, within the space of 1 year under the Tinubu's government. These are just the ones that the government is aware of. What about those that are unaccounted for? So guys, this country is gone. This is coming at a time when another video was circulating where Boko Haram was training their young fighters. So guys, we know that recently, Boko Haram has invaded the Nigerian military base severally and they carted away with so many weapons. And don't also forget that a lawmaker from Borno State raised alarm that Boko Haram is using, all these recent drones that are being built and they have sophisticated weapons that the Nigerian military cannot even stand the Boko Haram fighters. The question remains, where are we heading to as a country? Honestly, where are we heading to? Don't forget that Tinubu is currently not in Nigeria, and that has been causing a lot of buzz that with all the sufferings and the insecurity in the country, Tinubu jetted out of the country. Anyway, I'm going to allow you to take a look at some of the reactions coming from Nigerians and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Now take a look.
People of Nigeria, General Sabuja did the water. Ammunition we worth of trillion of naira. Boko Haram don't carry them. We they safe? We know they safe. Bandits don't carry them. We they safe? We know they safe. When we talk now, they will say why we talk. Boko Haram don't carry weapon tools. We worth trillion upon trillion. We worth billion upon billion. They don't carry them. They don't carry them. See tools. They go chase us one day we run. Now make I say, make government, federal government make approve license for everybody for firearm. Approve license. We know they say for Nigeria. Bandits don't take over everywhere. We know they say when we talk now they will say why we talk. Nigeria we not go take us serious. Now to the thief money, now we know. Now to the loot money, now politician know. Honorable member, now we know.
The money they gave you in the last election, I'm sure it's still there. How come? I don't think any member of this church will play the fool this time. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Today you have Muslim ticket being propagated. Tomorrow you have Fulani propagated. Next tomorrow you have governors transferring to their own brother. Amen. Because federal character has been destroyed. Raketu Sususa. If they destroy it at the top, they destroy it to the level of local government. Some local government become the heritage of certain families because they have said it down on top. People don't think forward. People are so myopic. I think Koradis, a Konkoko, a nation as religiously divided as Nigeria. What? The money they gave you in the last election, I'm sure it's still there. How come? To buy your destiny? How come? Destiny of your nation for sale? How come? I was shouting this in 2015. Some members of the church were washing their mouths. They suffered pepper. They suffered pepper. Prophetic words are not just statements made out of the blues. They are received from the Lord. If Nigeria makes another mistake now, sir, God forbid, stand to your feet. Lord, deliver Nigeria from making another wrong choice. Deliver this nation from going backward. Deliver this nation from going backward. Deliver this nation from going backward. In Jesus' precious name. I don't think any member of this church will play the fool this time. I don't think any member of this church will play the fool this time. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Today you have Muslim ticket being propagated. Tomorrow you have Fulani propagated. Next tomorrow you have governors transferring to their own brother. Amen. Because federal character has been destroyed. Raketu Sususa. If they destroy it at the top, they destroy it to the level of local government. Some local government become the heritage of certain families because they have seen it done on top.
Personally, the way this insecurity is being discussed, I don't like it. Seriously, we are not calling out names. We are not. I remember when they said Simon Ekpa is the problem in the status. All of us rose up, all Igbos. On the platform, I called his name out. I called him. Every Igbo man called out to Simon Ekpa. It happened in this country until he was brought down in Finland. Why is it that when this is going on, we have never been able to name the people behind it? Deliberately, we avoid their name, we avoid their tribe, we avoid their religion, and that's why they have continued. You see that this person is the problem, call him out. Why are we just discussing insecurity in general as if all Yorubas, all Igbos, all Niger Delta, they are all involved in insecurity? There is a particular ethnic group that don't want us to have peace in this country. Call them out. Tina, call them out. Let them know that yeah, we know you're the one doing this thing. Stop it. Every time when they look at the people like Atiku and other talking, they don't know who's behind all this thing. Don't they know? Please don't they know? Have they called out their brothers who are behind all this and say, look, stop this thing you are doing? Under Buhari, what did he do for once? Meanwhile, he knows that the Fulanis are behind all these things. And we say, we don't call Fulani. Then are you going to call me? Hold on, are you going to call me? Hey, if you don't want to discuss, let us leave it now. Let them continue what they are doing. Why are you people hiding the truth somewhere? The Fulani, I don't know where they come, but they're all Fulanis. They want to invite them into this court to come and kill us. And their brothers are aware. The people that invited them are aware. So why are they complaining that we have insecurity? And you cannot tell them you are behind this thing. It is you. It is you that brought this in. Why not go and call back your mad dog? Because it's the owner of the mad dog that will call the mad dog to order.
Barrister, it's interesting that but right now it's not a northerner that is in office. So why? I mean, Atiku also said something. He said, look, that the president should take decisive action. So if Atiku is saying take decisive action,
good.
Why do you think the president is not doing so?
I have just told you here. Jonathan did the same thing. What happened? It was part of the reasons why the North hated Jonathan. You and I saw what happened now. Okay, what effort have the Northerners made? Yeah, this thing is very right in their region there. Mr. Moses, tell me that definite effort, frontal effort the Northerners have made.
What Fulani have been using on Middle Belt and the Hausas. There are a lot of you Hausas and Middle Belt may not know. And the earlier we realize it and switch to action, the better it will be for us. Take it or leave it, the highest people that always assist Fulani people are the Middle Belt and the Hausas. Insecurity that many of us are complaining today is being caused by Middle Belt and the Hausas. And the reason is we accommodate some people that are known for terrorism. How can somebody be chased for terrorism and you accommodate the person because of religion or because of your selfish interest? Now the problem has escalated. Now everybody they suffer for Nigeria. Now we still fix them. The only people that can fix the problem of Nigeria and ASAP is the Middle Belt and the Hausas. If they can boldly swing into action. First, let me advise my Middle Belt family. I'm from Benue. Now Middle Belt is very clear that Nigeria did not like us. Let's start agitating for our own country. Disassociate yourself from that thing called one Nigeria. Start from that, because if it's truly one Nigeria, one person where you dey one with no go come your community, buy 400 plus people, roast them, and the worst thing they do to you is unaliving your children that were innocent, children will never even know anything, children that did not even offend anybody. When they were committing that barbaric, they did not think you are one Nigerian. So first thing, start agitating for your freedom from that country called Nigeria. Igbos are be agitating, Yorubas are be agitating. If Middle Belt start agitating too, I think it will be so very easy for that country called Nigeria to be divided. And if Middle Belt feel they cannot stay on their, some of you can merge with the Igbo and some of you can merge with Yoruba. That is if you feel you cannot stand on your own. And Middle Belt, there is another thing you need to start doing. You need to start deassociating yourself from the northern part of Nigeria. Because you are not North. Stop calling yourself North. You are Middle Belt. Me as a Benue boy, our women, our mother tied two wrappers. And I did not know Northern for that. How can you call us one? We don't have one culture. We don't have one tradition. We are different people. Middle Belt, stop calling yourself Northern. And thirdly, Middle Belt, you need to stop calling yourself Arewa. These people did not like you. The word Arewa, they use it in scamming you because of election. Deassociate yourself from one Nigeria, from Northern and from Arewa. Those names are scam. The earlier you realize it, the better it will be for you. And for the Hausas, you need to start standing up and start speaking. Because I see a lot of people saying you guys have woken up. I did not see you guys waking up because 1% out of 100% is not waking. The percentage of Hausas that are waking up is 1% out of 100%. So 1% out of 100% is not waking up. You guys need to do more so that we may liberate ourselves very fast from these people oppressing us every day by day. Their greatest fear is to dissolve Nigeria. Fulani greatest fear is to divide the country corner because they hide under that one Nigeria to perpetrate their evil. They hide under religion to perpetrate their evil. So once we start realizing this and start working towards it, every tribe will be free indeed. For those of you that are choosing entertainment than the problem of Nigeria, if na no waiting Fulani they plan for us, I go focus on Nigerian problem than entertainment more na the focus. A lot of prominent people in Nigeria, rich men, have been saying this, that Fulani want to take over Nigeria, but poor man go they doubt. Una know that guy wey dey inside Bible that is called Doubting Thomas is from Nigeria. Nigerian will always tell you it can never happen. No, they don't feel Islamize Nigeria. No, they don't feel take over Nigeria. That is how we will doubt the thing go reach our nose before we wake up. And if it don't reach our nose, it's too late. Now, for those of you that do not even know what is going on, follow me on my Telegram channel because there's some videos I cannot post here. You will see how these people, they butcher human being, be animal, and not be other country. Nigerians, the way that they take butcher Nigerians, that some of the video could not make it to Instagram, could not make it to TikTok, could not make it to YouTube because of their policy. I have many of these videos. So if you want to see many of these videos so that you go know what these people don't already put in place, follow me on Telegram. How can you do this? Go to my bio. You see a link of Telegram. Click on the link. It will redirect you to my channel. Just join the channel and I'll be dropping most of those videos where many of you know this. Because the fear where they worry me with the arrangement, how organized Fulani are and how disorganized Nigerians are, that thing they always cause fear. I think with all this video, una go know what they go on. Share your thoughts on the comment section responsibly, and for those that love to cry, cry responsibly on the comment section. For some days now, I'll be crying responsibly because I'm mourning my people, but soon joy is coming. Peace out.
Number one, when I got that, number one, there was a grazing reserve that was given, about 1,000 hectares of land, even though the details were very disparate. The Kaduna State government, Mala Ubasani, made it clear that the terms and conditions for this lease part were very disparate. But we went undercover and found out that there's a grazing reserve that was reserved for the Fulanis. On the Brunengwari, of course, Lagos Expressway, Kaduna Lagos Expressway, on that Brunengwari access, about 1,000 hectares of land. So that was how we got it. We also told that whoever is used to, you know, police officers were, you know, invited, soldiers were invited to make sure that anytime a Fulani man is being harassed, anytime a Fulani man is being harassed by community members, they should make sure that that Fulani man gets justice. And then of course Fulani men were actually given, that's what we call lavish, and that's cattle routes. They are given particular cattle routes because the land is very vast, it's big for everybody to, you know, enjoy. So they are given cattle, new cattle routes were created for these guys to, you know, pass through and then graze. And then of course the grazing reserve massively, you know, reserved for them. So that is what we got at based on the peace pact. Then on the side of the government says it's going to rehabilitate, you know, the government says it's going to grant amnesty. You know, that's why the controversy is amnesty. You are forgiving somebody who has killed and maimed and have, you know, frustrated people. Let me even give an example. At the palace of the Emir of Brunei, something happened that one of the authorities were telling us. A man, you know, a Fulani band militia came to a man's house, you know, spearheaded the kidnap of his two wives, you know, allegedly. They were raped and forced the man to pay 9 million naira in that same community. The man paid 9 million naira. So on the day of the peace pact, the man came to the Emir's palace in Brunei and met the man and said, Oga, I was the one that actually kidnapped your two wives and allegedly I raped them. You know, are you going to forgive me? It was over. It was in public. So the man was like confused. He busted into tears. He was asking for forgiveness. So the issue of amnesty from the side of the government is what is still a controversy right now. They have done a lot of evil things. You've seen 3 communities. They are not yet back.
Another day to remind you that Bola Tinubu is a one-term president, OTP. If you too argue, put B in the beginning, bloody OTP, bloody one-term president. And it's obvious that the man is a one-term president. He's jittering, he's running scatter, he's collecting endorsement from everywhere, seeking validation from everywhere. The man used his mouth to say that if he's not able to provide security and provide basically light 24-hour power supply to Nigerians, he should not be re-elected. Of course, he's going to make the mistake of asking to be re-elected, but the people who take the promise very serious and not re-elect him. Again, this man has failed. He's been 2 years in office, and then all of the things you have heard are propagandist theory. Everything is about he paid this, he did that, there is 10 million that are unquantifiable, that you cannot measure. You are hearing grammar of $51 million investment or commitment. They're using grammar to deceive smart people, and the idiot they around there, they clap. $51 million commitment. This is the grammar. Commitment can be even in 10 years time. I commit to doing this in 10 years. People can take loans of 30 years and say they are committed, right? And then the initial deposit is not even there. Commitment. So foreign direct investment is now lie. What we are asking, what have you been able to do practically? See, governance is simple, is practical, is palpable. Good governance is palpable. You can feel it. Not be all this. The hair is choking. Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are strangulated with poverty. Even the people defending you cannot lie. Cannot lie. I caught a video of Sheilo when he was right with us in the UK, and then in the city, Birmingham. He was there and he was talking about Bola Tinubu. Hear Sheilo what he said. What he said very briefly.
He said that before, during Buhari, you spray in power, they tell you, say, oh, your money. They pass down and those
na moto abụọ na juru eju anyị ke nwoke ma anyị ke nwaanyị anyị amaghị ebe ha echi anyị ọzọ kwụsị ha n'obodo ukwu na ịghọrọ Fulani nọ na moto a juru eju ha juru ime moto a ndị Fulani onye ọbụla amara ọtọ ọgụla echi eme n'ala Igbo ụlọ hụrụ ka ha saa afọ echi.
I'm prepared to work with anybody who is talking about the care of the people. I don't want a combination for power capture or state capture. I want a combination that will allow us to care for the people. And because of this, I always advocate that it is time, even if we are going to continue with the presidential system, to have a quasi-parliamentary system in it. So we have a president that elected, but let it be like, let me always say, like what is happening in South Africa now. We need to actually do a lot in reorganizing our electoral process and targets. It is critical, you know, where we will have at least parties must win a percentage, and those who are also in all different parties, let us have a quasi-parliamentary system in our operation. It will help for checks, it will help for better governance. And like I say, look at what is happening in South Africa now, or what is happening in other countries that are doing similar things.
So guys, you can see that it's really, really so pathetic, you know, considering where we are as a country and where we are heading to. The kind of leadership we have on ground is the type that does not care. I mean, it is none of their business, provided it is not the politicians' children that are being caught up in all this insecurity. For them, they are saved, you know. It is ordinary Nigerians who are suffering it. But for the politicians, they work with enough, they move around with enough security that most of their children are not in Nigeria. Their families, you can't even trace them where they are because they live in a more secure than heavy police guided environment. But for ordinary Nigerians, honestly, people have been going through hell. You must have heard what is happening in Imo State. Imo State has become another danger zone for these people. You know, we've heard that people will just be traveling, they'll be caught up by these Fulani headsmen on the way, they'll be taken into the bushes. Some of them, they'll just use knives on their neck and all kinds of things happening in this country. And you don't see anybody declaring state of emergency in Nigeria. Nigeria because of the level of insecurity. But they did that in Lagos State because they are looking for votes ahead of 2027. So guys, what is happening in this country is something that Nigerians can no longer keep quiet about, because see, we have a kind of leadership that is so detached from the reality. They don't even know what Nigerians are going through. I mean, even if you cry till tomorrow, nobody is coming to your aid, because for them it's not what they came to do. They came for themselves, they came for their families, they came to just to like enrich themselves. You must have heard that the fight in Rivers State is all about, you know, resources that they want to take, not because they really mean well for the people of Rivers. And now see what is happening in the country, and Tinubu has even jetted out a lot of reactions. Even Peter Obi himself has lent his voice, you know, telling Tinubu to stay home and take care of Nigeria. Now I'm going to read this headline coming from People's Gazette. Peter Obi has criticized them, and now the presidency is saying that Peter Obi is clueless. Peter Obi is clueless, doesn't know difference between criticism and effective opposition. Okay, they don't want anybody to criticize them, you know. Now let me read out some of the reactions they got. You know, the presidency is saying that Tinubu doesn't know, that Peter Obi doesn't know the difference between criticism and opposition. Now this person said Peter Obi is their nightmare. Honestly, Peter Obi remains their nightmare. Instead of them to admit that this is the wrong timing or the wrong time for Tinubu to have traveled out of the country with all what is happening. You know, last time it was in France when Boko Haram invaded the Nigerian, one of the Nigerian bases, and they killed soldiers. Oh my God, they took weapons, they burnt those that they could burn and all that, and you know, they left. And like we've seen recently that the Nigerian military keep granting them pardon, you know, granting them pardon after they must have killed people, granting them pardon. So you can see what is happening in this country. Honestly, there is no leadership on ground. There is no leadership on ground. Now, this was in 2024. Tinubu blamed federal government for insecurity. You know that recently people have been sharing some of the things Tinubu said during the time of Jonathan, how the buck stops at the table of the president and all that, you know. Now it is Tinubu's turn. Tinubu is not even bothering on what is happening to Nigerians. This headline says, I'm doing well, Tinubu boasts hours bandits slaughter 26 soldiers. So recently, bandits went to Niger State. I think they invaded the military barrack or the military base there, and killed so many people. I mean, killed so many people. 26 military men gone, I mean, during one attack. That's to tell you how easy it is now for these people to just plan, and they'll be able to get you know, the Nigerian military. So there is a whole lot of loopholes. Some people say the military has been compromised. They've been able to kind of recruit the wrong people who are giving these guys information. They can come in at will, they can go out at will, nobody questions them, and that is why they are able to like come in at the right time and be able to attack the military people and buy a lot of them. So the question remains, what is Nigeria doing in terms of insecurity? How is this country going to be fixed? Because when you look at it, nobody cares. Anyway, I'm going to take you through some of the tweets that Tinubu tweeted during the time of Jonathan. People have been retweeting this tweet just for Tinubu to know what he said during the time of Jonathan, because the internet never forgets. Now, this is Tinubu. He says, no matter on matters of security, the buck stops at the president's table. Like in other countries, Jonathan, the chief security officers, stopped Boko Haram. Another time again, Tinubu said Nigeria's security outlook is depressing. The unending attacks suggest a failure of intelligence. Government must rethink its strategy now. That's coming from Bola Tinubu. And again, Bola Tinubu was said to have written this tweet just as Jonathan laps up praises. He must bear responsibilities and accept blame over Boko Haram deadly attacks. You know, he wants Jonathan to accept all these criticisms and accept the blame that over Boko Haram attacks. So Tinubu actually called out Jonathan, but today if you call out Tinubu, it will be as if the Peter Obi should know the difference between criticism and opposition. Anyway, guys, I don't know what you make of this. Let me know your honest reaction in the comment section below. Like this person say, effective opposition indeed. What Tinubu did to Jonathan wasn't opposition. In fact, what he did is tantamount to an act of usurper terrorism. That is what this guy is trying to say, is that what Tinubu did to Jonathan, you can't even, that he even lacks words to describe it. And this other person say, I don't seem to like it when elders are being insulted. Instead of using clueless, why not say he should be an actor instead of politician? I think this makes sense, because the way the people speak these days in order to defend Tinubu, they will call Peter Obi idiot and all kinds of things. I'm like, God, are these people humans? Are they humans? Now, this on Bola, know all you just mentioned during the Jonathan administration. Bola, know all you just mentioned during the Jonathan administration. And this person said, but he can't lie or steal. I don't know why he wrote that. Druggy, they call Peter Obi clueless. Wonder shall never end. This is somebody who has a very messy past. Is now calling Peter Obi clueless. They don't like you correcting them, but they like to correct others. Anyway, guys, somebody posted Peter Obi is coming. Please, Bayo, you just wrote about yourself. That is it. Like, I don't understand again why PO all this time. Don't we have other political party presidential candidates? It's only Peter Obi they are calling. They don't call out others. Anyway, Peter Obi is the only one playing the opposition. Why not? They know that Peter Obi is dragging them, so that's why they always call him out. Let me know what you think about in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.